Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the LI Sports Network getting ready for our final game of the night, Game 2 of 2 on our schedule. Thursday night hockey in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Some makeup games from our snowstorm a couple of weekends ago. And it's a freshman division matchup between the St. Anthony's Friars and the Southampton Whalers. Travis Quigley here on the call, Wally Mitchell on the camera for us. 45 minutes of hockey here between these two sides as we inch closer to the end of the regular season. These two teams first met a long time ago. September 15th, it was an 8-4 win for St. Anthony's, but a lot has changed since then. Southampton 11-7 coming into tonight. The Friars 13-2-3. Friars 3-1-1 in their last 5, riding a 2-game winning streak into this one. Southampton 3-2 in their last 5, and they're coming off a heartbreaking defeat to Ward Melville last night, 5-4, in which Ward Melville found the overtime winner with just 4 seconds left, a true buzzer beater to claim victory. Brody Morbillo in the net for St. Anthony's, and it's Leo Turiazos in the net for Southampton. We are underway, and it's Southampton right away taking it to the net, so Sullivan forcing a quick stop from Morbillo. New center in for the Friars. Face-offs one to the wall. Played long, and it's going to go all the way down the sheet. Back to collect is Grady Craig. Craig stops up, plays it around for D'Angelo. Craig has possession. Moves it ahead for O'Sullivan, chopped forward. O'Sullivan playing the body there. Gets poked in, and D'Angelo will regroup. Slides the pass to Craig. Craig off the boards for Cam Minardi. Minardi trying to cut middle. That's broken up. Nice job by McNamee to delay. It would have been offside. Now dumps it in. Morbillo out to stop it. O'Sullivan applying pressure. Morbillo up the boards. Mistretta knocks it down, lost it in the skates. Ends up back in the corner. Out front, one-time try Goldstein. Never made it to the net. Sent up the wall and out. Puck scooped up and carried in by Evans. Evans trying to make the move around Harrington, slows him down there. Mistretta trying to clear, lost possessions, back with Harrington. Puts it off the glass, McNamee with a poke at it. Not out. Played around for Harrington now. Harrington for O'Sullivan, slides middle underneath the stick of Goldstein. Turning it up quick is McCauley. Puck gets gloved and now off into the corner. Back behind the net to get it is McCauley. Puck pops, taken there, quick shot for McNamee. Shoulder save by Brody Morbillo. Into the zone onside. McCauley, what speed? Cuts in. Stick save. Puck out of play. Have another look. That's a great opportunity early on here in this hockey game. Good cut from McCauley. One more in the shot. Right off the knob. One back to the point. It's Galloway out front, redirected. Craig will take possession around the net. Reversal. D'Angelo gets the stick lifted. Turnover. Quick shot off the outside of the cage. Keeping the puck to Zano. Backhand try Henry. Came off a skate. And Minardi clears. Nooner. Stops up. Takes a check there from O'Sullivan. Played back off the wall. Southampton looking to get out. Big hit thrown there. Back into the zone to Zano. Pops to D'Angelo, across from Minardi. Lets it go behind and collects it off the boards. Minardi from the outside shoots. Morbillo steers it away. Hacked out by Henry. Quick to Minardi, was looking for a change, so D'Angelo's going to take this puck. Allow the Whalers to get some fresh skaters on. Looking for O'Sullivan on the bank pass, didn't get there. Intercepted by O'Sullivan. Back with Goldstein. Goldstein puts it low, McNamee. McNamee, middle, it's blocked off. D-to-D pass, Harrington walks and shoots, pad save. McNamee with a big hit thrown there as it's put into the Friars bench. And we get a stoppage, 10:31 to go in the first. Nothing between these two sides. From the point, blocked off. Friars get it out. Trying to make the move was Evans, and quickly just knocked off the stick. Behind the net, McCauley leads the breakout, cuts in front of his own cage. Dangerous, but it worked out. Quick give and go. And now McCauley in. Slides it across back door, just a bit too in front of Evans. Goldstein. Around for Kretz. Jump by Nooner. Across, McNamee with the block. Kretz trying to clear. Evans on the keep in. Still holding the zone. Backhands it. Ends up behind the net. From the point. Bullet of a wrist shot, save made. Puck's covered up for the rebound. Take a look at the standings in the freshman division. Only two teams have wrapped up their schedules so far, Sachem and West Islip. And both those teams on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. These two teams are inside the playoff picture as Minardi goes down, forced to the corner. Out front. Nothing there for Bistry and Emptage. Out come the Friars. O'Sullivan. My apologies, got hit with a cough attack at the worst time there. We're at neutral ice after the puck went over the glass into the scorer's box. Jumped by Harrington, put back to neutral ice before it's sent in by Evans. Chance here, Nooner. Broken up, good tie up on the stick. And now Minardi will swoop in to take the puck. Nice toe drag there around Evans, but Evans circling back, plays the body, and knocks Minardi off the puck. Friars at 29 points right now, occupying third place in the freshman table. Turnover, Evans to the net. Harrington breaks it up. They don't have a chance to catch Smithtown or East Islip, who are in front of them, each at 34 points apiece. East Islip 2 games left. Smithtown Red 1 game left. So still 1 and 2 can be decided here. And we got a penalty being called. ESM 1 game back of the Friars. Or 3 points back, 1 game at hand of the Friars. So the Friars are locked in here at the number 3 seed. No matter what happens to them over the rest of this game and in their final game this weekend on Saturday night, they're going to be the 3 seed no matter what. For Southampton, as McNamee wins the faceoff to begin the power play. Chance to the back post, nobody home. They're in 6th right now, but tied with Longwood for the 5th spot at 23, so a win tonight gives them sole possession of number 5. As Goldstein walks, toe drag shot, and a save made, Morbillo. Great job changing the angle there, Morbillo tracking it well as the Friars can clear. So Southampton can jump Longwood tonight. Is that bad angle shot thrown to the net? They score! The opener's a shorty. 1-0 lead for the Friars thanks to Landon Ivazaj. Just an innocuous play. Just dumps it in and continues on, turns and fires it on goal. And it goes through the 5-hole there of Turiazos. 1-0 for St. Anthony's here in the first period. The shorthanded goal to get things going, breaking the ice here in this one. So now Southampton down by 1 again. Want to get the win tonight to get up to that number 5 spot. They can still find a way to the 4 seed. But they have to win tonight, and they have to win in their last game of the season. D'Angelo. Middle for Minardi off the skate. Kept in by Goldstein. Walking shot deflected. Minardi, he scores! Cam Minardi on the power play. It's 1-1. It's a great shot from Goldstein. Kept it under the bar, and beautiful hand-eye coordination from Minardi out in front. Gets the redirection, which throws off Morbillo, and it's 1-1 here in the first period. That's a big-time goal right there for Southampton and Minardi. Quick response after giving up the shorty, and they're right back in. It's O'Sullivan. 38 seconds separating the 2 goals. The Friars taking the lead, and then the Whalers tying it up. Estrada trying to lead the rush. Evans slows him down. Across from McCauley. McCauley knocked off the puck by O'Sullivan. Tizano circling back. O'Sullivan still there as F1. Takes it away. Trying to stuff one, save made. Another try, Minardi, another stop. And a third stop. Morbillo standing tall right now. Minardi trying to shake off Evans. Evans goes down. Minardi trying to take the puck. And he's scooped up. Wheeled out by Tizano. Tizano. Over the blue, poked away from him. Cleared out into space. McCauley's going to get back, beat Minardi to the puck. Tries a head fake and blows a tire off in the corner. Minardi took it away, but Henry intercepts his pass. For Tizano, that came off a shin pad, popped right to Henry. Dumped in Tizano. Friars trying to get some fresh legs out. Minardi and Magnotta jump off. McNamee and Goldstein jump on. It's Goldstein with the puck. McNamee to the net. And the saucer pass over the stick. Pops from McNamee, trying to drop it there. Friars clear. This one looks like it's going to go all the way down, being icing. It will. .4:28 to go, first period. 1-1 the lead, 1-1 the score, pardon me, not the lead. Friars took the lead. The words were coming out faster than my brain was processing them. Friars took the lead, and it was the Whalers who responded right back. A shorty for the Friars, and then a power play goal for Southampton. Craig looking through the middle. It's taken away. Menino puts it into the corner. Borison to the goal line and swept off the stick. Solid defensive stand from Goldstein. One of the smaller players on the ice, but he's everywhere. Constantly involved offensively and defensively as we've got a battle on the wall. Out come Southampton. Pass missed Goldstein. Zethner's going to scoop this up. Zethner out front. Save made. Kept in Zethner, trying to work it middle. McNamee plays it ahead. Kretz into the zone, slides it to Craig. Craig shoots, glove stop for Morbillo. 3:31 remaining in our opening period. 1-1 the scoreline between Southampton and St. Anthony's. Final week of the regular season. That's played off the glass and out for St. Anthony's. Now they got numbers. Evans going to the net. Takes it. Save made. Going to try to wrap it around. Another stop. Loose in the paint and cleared away by Harrington. Southampton, one more game in the regular season. They play Smithtown Red tomorrow at 8:40. So that's a big-time game for Smithtown Red, trying to keep the #1 seed. They got to lock up the victory. Southampton can play spoiler, and as I've mentioned, a win tonight and a win tomorrow could help them lock in the #4 seed. Friars wrap up their regular season on Saturday, taking on KPC. And we know that they're the 3 seed already with the quarters on Monday nights. Great poke check there from Morbillo. Comes back at him, put to the corner. Minardi out front. O'Sullivan settles, can't get it off as McCauley got back in time. And out comes Nick Nooner. Nooner tried to move around Harrington, slowed him up there. Estrella wraps it to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan from Minardi missed the tape. Evans back. Pressure from McNamee. Stops up behind the net. Looking around for McCauley, but Goldstein's there first. Cycles it down for McNamee. Look at middle to Minardi. Stick tied up by Avizaj. It's Minardi getting it back, though. And Evans angles him off the puck. Back behind the net with McCauley. Settles things down. Slows the game a bit, then banks one off the boards, sending it long for Menino. Menino to Evans, and Evans with a burst, in on a break, trying to go forehand, backhand, 5-hole, and he is denied. Great stop from Terriazos. keeping this a 1-1 game. Phenomenal move on the zone entry for Evans. And was just trying to slip it 5-hole. Saw it open up the paddle. Was not there as Craig blocks that one with the hand, trying to shake it off. Staying in the fight here. Zethner avoids a poke. Played across the seam. Hoffman settles it, trying to drop it back to the point. He does. Ivaz's shot blocked. Final minute of the first period as out comes D'Angelo, the captain leading the rush. Going wide, stick check, clean away by Zethner. But McNamee plugs the boards, keeps it in. One-time try, Kretz, and a save by Morbillo. Kretz gets it back. Looking for McNamee, intercepted Zethner. Kretz steals it, plays it out front. And this one's going to be poked out of the zone. D'Angelo sends it long. No, pardon me, that was Restrepo who sent it long. Zethner finds it in the feet, 20 seconds remaining. Now it's Galloway. Galloway, couple crossovers, has a lot of speed here. Chipped it a bit too far in front though, lost possession. McNamee across for Goldstein, stays onside. Goldstein with 5 seconds, protects the puck and shoots. Pad save Morbillo, rebound steered away, and we go to break. 1-1 after one. Here on the LI Sports Network. Southampton, St. Anthony's in the freshman division. Second to last game for each before the end of the regular season. Both trying to scoop up some momentum before playoffs. We know the Friars already locked in at number 3. Southampton can climb as high as 4, low as 6, where they currently stand. So this one means a lot for the Whalers. 30 minutes of hockey left. Don't go anywhere. We're back in a moment on LISN. Second period, Friars control the puck, looking to send it long and carry over the blue now. A slide through pass for Evans, trying to find the bouncing puck, but it skips to the corner. For the point, McCauley just had to shovel it back in, poked out by Magnotta. Southampton with it, pass to Minardi, stolen away. Shot save made. Rebound, that's deflected. They score! Shot from the point gets redirected, and it's 2-1 for St. Anthony's. It's McCauley who let it go from the point, and it came off of a Whaler stick. Right off the iron and in. 2-1 lead for the Friars. So we're going to issue with the pad here for Leo Turiazo, so that's going to get adjusted really quick. He's back at the bench getting that fixed. We'll have another look at the goal that gave St. Anthony's the lead. Turiazo still getting the pad fixed up here. 2-1 lead for the Friars early on here in period number 2. Here we go. Back with the Friars as they win the face-off. Zethner sends it ahead. Clean breakout here for St. Anthony's. Dished in, now it's a breakaway chance. Driving in Menino, forehand, backhand, denied. Another try, Menino, that one's gloved out of the air. 2 stops for Leo Turiazo. First on the breakaway, second on the wrister. Great read right there. And then we'll follow it up, turning try. And snagged with the glove. Windmill for good measure. And the outside punch straight out by Turiazo. Batted out of the air, ends up behind the net. Off the stick of Zethner. Both sides poking at it. And now Goldstein sends it to McNamee. Great reception while turning. Spins in, splitting through 2, but the pass gets blocked. Craig gonna throw it in behind the net. For McNamee. Ivazaz trying to clear. Goldstein to McNamee. Skips past him. Kretz getting after it in the opposite corner now. Near side corner, I should say. Opposite corner of where it came from, though. And Kretz with the stick lift. Gets knocked to the ice, though, after taking possession. Morbillo going to poke it back into the corner. Ivazaz wants to lead this rush. Avoids the pressure from McNamee. Ivazaz cuts through the middle. Nice move, shoots, he scores! A bar down snipe, and it's 3-1 Friars. Second of the night for Landon Ivazaz, and it's a beauty. Great dangle move around Craig, and puts the wrist shot on the underneath side of the crossbar. 2-goal advantage now for St. A's. One back, Harrington. Can be forced all the way into his own zone behind the net, up the boards. Came off a shin pad and now stretched out for O'Sullivan from Minardi. O'Sullivan spins, creates space. Now will shoot, blocker save Morbillo, no rebound. Controlled by the Whalers. It's dumped in. Morbillo out of his net to stop it for McCauley. McCauley hammers it off the glass. This is going to be an icing. Left of Brody Morbillo for the draw. Nooner and Minardi. Minardi wins it. Glove save Morbillo. No problem there. Easy snag out of the air for the netminder. One to O'Sullivan. Dangles through a couple. Now shoots. Glove stop for Morbillo. Had McNamee on that back post. Was trying to catch Morbillo cheating. But Morbillo read the shot coming through. Good stop there. Line change here for St. Anthony's. Minardi wins it back again. From the point off a skate, Minardi couldn't get there in time. McCauley, nice job. Evans over the blue. Spins back, forced outside the zone by McNamee. Hooks it over to McCauley. Logan McCauley moves it north. Menino's into the zone. Menino trying to go short side, hits the glass. Avizage on the keep. Jumped and skated out by Mistretta. Mistretta, headman to O'Sullivan as Minardi driving the net. And a great poke check by McCauley, cutting across, read that perfect. Rims it around to the weak side, and now a potential 2-on-1 for the Friars. Going to become a 2-on-2 here. Drop pass for Menino. Delayed penalty on the Whalers as O'Sullivan touches up. We get the stoppage. Power play on the way. Power play chance for the Friars, already a 2-goal advantage. Can they make it 3? Instead, it's McNamee going forward off the faceoff, slides the puck to Goldstein. Goldstein continuing wide. Galloway using the reach, knocks it off the stick, but McNamee following up, takes it. McNamee on a stick lift, wins possession back. Behind the net, stolen away by Zethner. Zethner unable to clear as Goldstein plugs the board. Second help does get it out. Tizano into the offensive zone. Pass middle pushed away. Zethner walks and shoots, blocked by McNamee. Galloway holds it at the line. Rolls to the middle of the ice. Splits through 2. Can't get a shot off. Drops it back for Zethner. Off the boards, it's Henry. Through the seam, Tizano couldn't settle it down clean. Toe drag chance. Off the stick. Played back into the corner. It's Nooner. Walking with it, plays it across. 45 left on the power play. It's Galloway, off to Nooner. D-to-D pass, Zethner with a lane to walk it in and shoots! Just off target. Ends up skipping all the way out of the zone. Friars got to regroup. Southampton desperately trying to make a quick change here. Henry over the blue line, opens up. Drops it back for Nooner, now to Tizano. Tizano back outside. Into the corner, out front, steered away. McCauley scoops it up. Middle for Evans, trying to stop short, cut back, knocked off the stick. And Craig gonna backhand this one ahead for Minardi as O'Sullivan's out of the box, 5-on-5. Poked away from Minardi. Friars defense has been stand up all night as here comes McCauley on a breakaway. McCauley in. Doesn't get it to go. Couldn't get a clean look. Mistretta now. Another stick check McCauley. He's been all over it tonight. Tizzano racing in. Tizzano trying to find a lane. Mistretta breaks it up. They both go off to the corner battling for possession. Nooner in to collect it. 8.5 left in the second period. Kept in by Evans. Cycled around Tizzano. Stolen Mistretta. Clears it out, but Evans hustling back to collect. Minardi got a piece of it. Pops in the air right over to McCauley. One touch middle for Nooner. Missed the tape. Minardi's pass under O'Sullivan's stick. Kept in by the Whalers. Minardi in to help. Takes the puck. Point for Harrington. Didn't have a lane to the net, so sends it back in where it came from. O'Sullivan hits the back of the net with the pass. Friars break it out through the middle. Here comes Evans with speed. Evans beats one. Evans beats two. Evans to the net. Save made. Turriazos. Slashing penalty called back behind the play. And it's a power play for the Friars once again. (3-1), still the advantage here. Another power play for St. Anthony's as they try to extend the lead. Puck cleared by the Whalers. Back to collect Zethner. Quick cut back. Slides it to Galloway. Galloway going to carry in on the rush. On the outside, shot save made. Rebound right to the middle, but pushed into the corner by McNamee. McNamee defends Zethner. Minardi in to help. And he'll poke it out to neutral ice. Zethner does a nice job tracking back and slowing Minardi down. But here comes McNamee with possession. Mohawks on the outside. Trying to go short side. Came off the shoulder of Morbillo. What a look from McNamee. Hardly any space to put that puck in and still almost found it. Menino, stick check from McNamee, but Menino stays with it, puts it across the seam with 1 minute to go in the power play. Goes back door. Just missed Menino. The pass from Borison. At the point, McCauley's shot blocked. Kicks across to Galloway. Galloway puts it to the corner. Played all the way around. Ivazaj up to the point. McCauley. High shot, hits the crossbar. Galloway to the net. Hits the outside of the cage. Craig trying to clear, knocked to the ice by Menino. D'Angelo eats the puck on the yellow. Backhander up the boards, knocked down by Ivazaj. 25 left on the power play. Pass blocked by D'Angelo. Still in his skates. Hacked across to Galloway. Galloway around to Menino. Menino goes up to the point. Shot just wide. Chip to Minardi, who clears the zone. Turnover. Minardi takes it away. O'Sullivan's out of the box. Five-a-side hockey once again. Another successful kill for the Whalers as McNamee goes back door, intercepted by Evans. Evans. Toe drag. Slowed down. Taken away. But wins it back. It's Evans with a shot over the net. Played back to the corner for Henry. Henry with a pass. Final 5 minutes of period two. 2-goal lead for the Friars. Behind the net. High slot. Shot missed from Nooner. Evans keeps it in, trying to work back middle. Kretz slows him down, and Harrington pokes it out. McCauley Backs off Kretz, takes the puck. Sends it ahead, Nooner off his stick, so no icing. Whalers clear the zone once more. Evans D to D. Landon Ivazaj continues to carry. Splitting through the middle of the ice now. With a shot that's kicked away, Turiazos. McCauley from the outside, redirected out of harm's way by Goldstein. Out comes Magnotta. Looking across for Kretz, never got to him, but Kretz wins it back. Kretz gets the stick lifted, keeping it though, in offside. O'Sullivan racing in with a shot. Off target with the wrister try. Through the middle to Ivazaj. Puts it off the wall. Into space, trying to catch up to it, Hoffman. Hoffman on the wall, throws it on goal. Save made, rebound. In behind with Menino. Menino up to the point for Galloway. Can't keep the zone. Regrouping. Drops it off for Zethner. They both forgot the puck, and O'Sullivan's going to take it. O'Sullivan forced behind by Zethner. Great recovery there. Cutback move. Zethner staying with it. Another cutback. Goes to the point for Craig. Grady Craig. Shot blocked. And now a chance. Springing ahead. Pass ahead for Menino. Couldn't receive it for the breakaway. Turiazos covers up. Almost a clean look there for Menino. .257 left in the second period. Our doubleheader here, Thursday Night Hockey in the SCHSHL. Travis Quigley on the call, Wally Mitchell on the camera. Thank you all so much for joining us here this evening. Stretch pass, hits Minardi, stops up, awaits for some help, trying to slide it to O'Sullivan. Ends up getting it back, walks in, fires, save made by Morbillo. Had the screen too, and Morbillo made himself big there. We had a developmental game that kicked off the night, 3-2 win for the West Islip Lions over the Longwood Lions, just holding on to victory. Is that from the points? Redirected, rebound, they score! Cam Minardi, second of the night, it's 3-2. Right off the draw, Harrington with a great look. Minardi on the redirection, and then gets the rebound and puts it in, and it was both McNamee and Minardi who got the shot off. They're pointed at each other like, was it you, was it me? Doesn't matter, it's 3-2. McNamee all over McCauley, trying to take it away. Gets some help from Goldstein. It pops free and quickly swept to the boards. Nooner chops it ahead for Tizano, who skates it out. Tizano's over the blue. Quick cut move. Now creates some space. To the net, redirected. Nooner save made. Turiazos. Take another look at that goal. Let's see if we can identify. Was it McNamee or was it Minardi? Clean win back. O'Sullivan, one more drop for Harrington, and he steps into the 1T. Save, and then again, both of them. We're right there. Johnny on the spot to tuck it in. I'm not sure who that was. That's shot out of play inadvertently. $1:57 to go. It's a 3-2 scoreline here in the second period. Waning moments of this game. March Madness kicked off today. NHL regular season winding down. SCHSHL season winding down. Monday night, playoff hockey in both the freshman and developmental divisions. Next week is all playoffs. We're going to crown 2 champions. One on Wednesday in the developmental division, and in the freshman either Saturday or Sunday. Someone will be lifting that trophy high above their heads. And these 2 teams hope to be there next weekend playing in that best-of-3 series that starts on Friday. Evans into the zone, goes across, a little bit too much mustard on the pass for Menino. Craig circling back, gonna drop it for D'Angelo. Whalers need this win if they want to climb the standings, give themselves a chance to get up to 4th. Currently in 6th place, they can finish anywhere between 4 and 6, but they must win their last 2 games to give them that opportunity. Final minute of period 2, they're down by a goal. It's Evans in, silky move, backhand, forehand, save made. It's Galloway, that shot's blocked. Pops over to Borison, takes a bump from Goldstein, played it back out front. Pops off a couple of skates. Evans turning, try, save made, Terriazos. That's a big one right there, 31 ticks left. A lot of traffic in front on that turning try from Evans. Somehow makes the save. Looks like you might have an issue with the pad again here. Face-off won by the Friars, right to the net. Save made, rebound still there. Now it's pushed to O'Sullivan, 25 to go. Sends it long, just in front of Magnotta. Icing called. D-to-D pass, punched away by Terriazos on the one-timer. Taken by Nooner. Minardi trying to win it back. 7 seconds left. Out of the zone with Galloway. Just a soft chip ahead. Settled by Nooner, and we're going to break. It's 3-2 for the Friars. 15 minutes left. St. Anthony's, we already know, they're locked in at number 3. Just want to pile some wins up here in the last 2 games to build some momentum heading into playoffs. Southampton, currently in the 6th spot, they can climb to 4, but it all starts, they have to win tonight. It would jump them into 5th temporarily with 1 game remaining. 15 minutes to go. Can they score to tie it and mount that comeback, or will the Friars hold on and keep, as I mentioned, building that momentum heading into the quarterfinals on Monday? Don't go anywhere. We're back in a moment here on LISN. Third period is live on the LI Sports Network. 3-2 lead and into the zone. Henry busting in, and the pass across to Tizzano never made it to the tape. Reversed back. Sent long now for Henry. Out front, redirected, hits the post. Turiazos covers it up. What a chance right there. Great redirection. Nooner with the pass. Gets it onto the forehand, and so close right there for Evans. Stays 3-2. Shot from the high slot, punched out. Rebound ends up behind the net. Hoffman with the pass to Borison. Taken by McNamee. And now McNamee going to carry up the ice. Inside out move. McNamee has it swept away by Borison on the back check. Gets it back one more time, though. It ends up at the point with D'Angelo. Steps into one. Redirection. Save. Rebound. Another stop. 2 in a row for Brody Morbillo. Goldstein battling on the boards. Keeps it deep with McNamee. McNamee looking in front for Kretz. Stick tied up by McCauley. Friars get it out. Evans trying the one-handed deke around D'Angelo. Slowed him down. Back 3-on-2. McNamee receives the pass. Trying to drag around McCauley in front for Craig. Backhander save by Morbillo. Kept in by the Whalers. Minardi driving, looking for O'Sullivan. Broken up by Galloway. Shot on goal, pad save, rebound pushed aside. Off the outside of the net, save made Turiazos. It's in the slot, cleared out by Harrington. Following the icing. Left of Morbillo, won by the Friars, and played around to the weak side. Whalers trying to keep the zone, but it's Galloway busting through, takes it away. Up to the point. That shot goes wide. O'Sullivan, snapshot, glove save, Morbillo. Out of the zone for St. Anthony's, it's Evans trying to fend off a check from Goldstein. Puck pops in the air, McNamee gloves it down. Headman for Kretz came off the stick, and Iversaz is back to play at D-to-D. Long pass for Evans. Jake Evans. Keeps it on the outside, curls the circle, looking back door, came off a skate. Iversaz shot through traffic, went wide. 4 minutes gone by here in the third period. Glove down by Harrington, puts it to the wall. Kept deep by Hoffman. Evans runs a scissor play, couldn't keep it in the zone. Toe drag, shot save, Morbillo. Into the zone, O'Sullivan. That one fought off by Morbillo. And offside going to be called there. Turnover at the red line. Tizzano racing into the zone. Now it's Henry with the puck. Avoids a check. Gets the stick lifted, though, by a back-checking Minardi. And we got a penalty called. Power play begins for the Friars and immediately out of the zone. The Whalers get it. O'Sullivan back in the box again tonight. Behind the net, wrap try doesn't go. Taken away by McNamee, trying to drive in, but the puck just a little bit out of reach. It pops out now for Tizzano. Whalers looking for a call, nothing coming here. McCauley keeps it in. One-time try, pad stop. Terriazos never saw that one. And we get the whistle. That came off its moorings. 45 seconds left on the power play. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Sent long, stopped at the skate by Menino. Looks to move it ahead. Chance to the net with numbers here for Borison, but a stick lift by Harrington slows him down just enough. Back to five-a-side hockey as they successfully kill off the penalty. Still looking for a tying goal here are the Whalers. McNamee trying to dangle through, looking to make another move. Still keeps the puck, but it goes over the net. What a try there from Declan McNamee. Craig dancing through neutral ice, now into the O zone, knocked off the puck. Craig rolling with a shot that's blocked. One to McNamee, shot redirected, save made, Morbillo! What a look in front there, great pass by McNamee. Southampton so close to capitalizing early on in the power play look. Now they got to break out. Sent long to the far blue line. Carrying into the zone. Drop pass to McNamee. McNamee backdoor redirection just missed. That came off the stick of Mistretta. Chance there. Another stop. Morbillo flexing out. Making the save with the right pad. Wow. And now a dangle move into the zone. It's Nooner with a break. Shoots. Scores! A shorty for the Friars. It's 4-2. We got to start taking a look back at the save. Quick give and go, backdoor. Great diving play from Macaulay. And then one beautiful stop, flexing out the pad from Brody Morbillo. Down the sheet we go. It's Nick Nooner one-on-one. A beautiful deke. Quick snapper low. Beats Turiazos on the glove side. Second shorty of the night for the Friars. And it's 4-2. Landon Ivazaz with a shorthanded goal in the first as Harrington's shot punched away. Head fake, D'Angelo back to the corner for McNamee. McNamee out front, backdoor look. Minardi stopped by Morbillo. Looking for the Hattie, he's denied there. Out front again, that's off a shin pad. Minardi finds it, settles it down. Goes to the point for D'Angelo. D'Angelo wants to return it to Minardi. Keeps it deep. O'Sullivan collects. Avoids a stick check and another. Up top, D'Angelo. Across for Harrington. Harrington floats it through the seam. O'Sullivan missed the net. Harrington back to the corner as the Friars kill off the penalty. It's 5-on-5. O'Sullivan again. Glove save, Morbillo. Point Harrington. Shot redirected. Hits the post. So close right there for the Whalers. Final 5 minutes. Chance there, doesn't go. Kicked away, pops to O'Sullivan, another save from Morbello. He's been sensational over the last few minutes. Morbello with a great stop there, as we just saw on the replay. Final 4 minutes, Southampton down by 2. Gotta win this game if they want to try to climb the standings. If not, this could be looking at the matchup on Monday. Both these teams are 3-6 right now. It's a shot from the outside saved by Terriazos. So we could see a rematch between these two teams in just a couple of days. Delayed offside. Nooner over the blue, and D'Angelo going to take this. Stolen Nooner. D'Angelo puts it up the wall for Kretz. Trying to chip it out. It's kept in the zone. Menino to the goal line. Nooner backdoor redirection from Tizzano, missed. And now a chance for the Whalers. Minardi springing ahead, gets the pass. He's on a breakaway. Minardi shoots, scores! Hat trick for Cam Minardi. It's 4-3. Great pass from D'Angelo, and Minardi avoids the diving poke, sneaks it 5-hole. 4-3 hockey game, timeout called by the Friars. Coming out of the timeout, 3 minutes remaining, 4-3 game. Friars win the draw, stretched out for Tizzano. Cuts into the zone, nice move Tizzano, slides it back door, paddle save made! Craig behind the net, trying to send it long, and it gets to McNamee. McNamee 2-on-1 with Mistretta. McNamee driving wide, avoids the diving poke. Backdoor pass is blocked. Gets it back, blocked again. 2.5 remaining. Craig on the keep-in. Settles, puts it into the corner. Softly for Mistretta. Mistretta trying to hook it out front. McCauley takes it. Stolen though. Mistretta on the backhand, hits the post. Tizzano coming back, poked away. Now it's McNamee trying to find a lane. Backdoor, Mistretta, stick lifted by Tizzano. 2 minutes remaining. D'Angelo must delay, delayed offside. Now can carry in. Takes it to the wall, stops up across, pass is intercepted by Henry, and the high flip clears the zone. Nooner knocks it down, cuts through the middle. For Tizzano, backdoor, they score! Just like that, the Friars' 2-goal leads restored, 5-3. Great zone entry, Nooner for Tizzano, plays it out front. and it redirects just past Turiazos. Diving to try to get back there was Goldstein. Came off his stick. Unfortunate bounce for the Whalers. Turiazos going to be instructed to move up out of the blue paint, get closer, get ready to come to the bench for the extra skater. As McNamee in right off the faceoff. Dangles, knocked off the puck. Turiazos to the bench. Extra skater on for the Whalers. $1:30 remaining. Minardi behind the net, has it knocked away. Trying to win possession back. Instead, it's Borison, continues to skate and clears the zone. O'Sullivan, curling, moves a pass for Goldstein, taken away, brought in offside. 1:11 left in the third period. Empty net still, and Harrington back behind the net, wraps it around, under a minute to go. Minardi, lot of speed for Craig, high slot shot, it's blocked. Cleared out. Goldstein trying to move it middle. Tied up, 25 seconds left. O'Sullivan trying to find this. It's the Friars who clear. Evans skating it out, has Tizzano with him to the left. Evans across for Tizzano, into the empty net, he scores. Puts this game on ice. Tizzano seals this one, 6-3 for the Friars. Waning moments here in this one. One last look. It's Menino to the net with 2 seconds. Save made, and that's going to do it. Time expires in this one. It's St. Anthony's picking up the 6-3 victory. Brody Morbillo with the big celly there. He made some huge stops in this one to help his team win this game. Our number 3 seed in the freshman division playoffs with another victory, they will move to 14-2-3 on the season. Southampton fall to 11-8, and they're going to stay in that 6th spot, stay tied with Longwood in points, but Longwood hold the advantage. They'll hold on to the number 5 seed. Southampton's back in action tomorrow night against Smithtown Red, the current number 1 seed. A win there could help them jump up in the standings. But we could have just gotten a preview of our quarterfinal matchup on Monday night. Friars, also one more regular season game Saturday, March 29th, 9:30 p.m., taking on KPC. For you Whalers fans, I apologize. Tomorrow that game is at 8:40 p.m. So 8:40 tomorrow for Southampton against Smithtown Red. St. Anthony's 9:30 against KPC on Saturday night to close out the regular season. And we'll have the quarterfinals on Monday night. The Friars are locked in right now to that 9:20 time slot. And they could face any of Southampton, Longwood, or ESM. All depends how things shake out over the weekend, over the next 3 days. Final score here, though, 6-3. St. Anthony's picking up the win over Southampton. One more game in the regular season for each of these squads. We're back tomorrow night for 3 games over on the North Rink. Wally Mitchell will be here on the camera once again. Taking you through the call will be Ryan Brannigan. Or pardon me, actually you'll have Ryan Brannigan and Brady Campbell here tomorrow night for the 3 games. So 2 of our play-by-play guys will split the duty. Cameron calling the action on the ice. 2 games up, 2 games down here. Thursday night makeup games in the SCHSHL. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight, being a part of our broadcast. On behalf of Wally Mitchell, who ran the camera for you this evening, my name is Travis Quigley. Have a great rest of the night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for more action in the freshman division of the SCHSHL. And, of course, we'll be back on Monday for the playoffs, developmental semifinals, freshman division quarterfinals, and then next Sunday, make sure you're tuned in with us here on LISN. We've got the 52nd annual FDNY versus NYPD Heroes hockey game live at UBS Arena at 2 p.m. But before then, like I said, back here tomorrow night at the rinks. Once again, for Wally Mitchell, I'm Travis Quigley. Have a great rest of the night, everybody, and we'll see you next time right here on the LI Sports Network.